So you want to start investing, but you're not entirely sure on where to start. Well, this is the video for you because I'm going to show you every sector of the stock market that is worth investing in right now. So let's go ahead and break it down. I'm going to start off with the fruit that's on the floor, the easiest thing for you to pick up right now, and that is technology, okay? Whether it's Nvidia that's up 215%, whether it's Apple, Microsoft, Meta's up 136%, Adobe is up 55%, you've got Oracle up 41%. I mean, throw a dart and hit a tech company and you're gonna make it big. Okay, so far this year that has been the case. Now, that's the easy ones. Okay, we got that out the way. Let's get into the real content here, and that is some of the other areas that are doing quite well. And I'll start off here with retail trade. Now, retail trade is one that you want to draw a circle around because it's a little overweighted, and that's because of Amazon, which is also a tech company, but also a retail company, and also a communications company because of their streaming content. They own Whole Foods, and then they have Amazon Web Services. So they fit in a bunch of other places. They're up 55%. That's one if you want to get that. But also, don't forget Walmart. Don't forget Costco. Don't forget a company like O'Reilly's. Those are some of the best, well-run companies in retail trade. I talked about some of the worst stocks, so you want to make sure that you check those out in this category. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Target. These are the opposite of those. So these are the areas I would look to. For me, what I currently own right now, I own both Costco and O'Reilly's. I don't own TJ Maxx, but I've always wanted to. I just have not pulled the trigger for whatever reason. That is one I'll probably do a breakdown here on pretty soon. It's up close to 13% so far this year. The next one, also, really draw a circle here, and that is because of finance. Now, when you think of finance, when I think of finance, I think about finance companies. We think of banks. That's what I think of. Okay, I'm thinking, Bank of America or something like that, which is not good. In fact, there are very few banks that would fit in this category that are doing well. JP Morgan is an exception here. If you want to throw Capital One out there, you can, but I think most of us see Capital One as a credit card company. Those are the companies that are actually doing well. Okay, you got Berkshire Hathaway. I talked about that in the previous video, but American Express up 7%. MasterCard and Visa are both up 16 to 17% each. That is where that's where finance companies are doing well. S&P Global, the one that creates a lot of these S&P index funds and all that kind of stuff, they're in here as well, and they are doing quite well. So it's really finance tech, and I would say finance adjacent, as well as credit card companies. Those are the ones that are doing the best in finance, not your traditional regional bank or just regular bank. So avoid the banks for the most part, but the finance tech companies, the Berkshire Hathaways, the Visas of the world, those are the ones that are doing well right now. So if you want to narrow your search, that's where I would narrow for the finance category. The next one here is producer manufacturing. And my guess as to why this category is doing well is primarily due to the infrastructure bill of 2021. It's crazy to really think that it's been around for that long, but companies like Caterpillar up 14%. You got GE. GE is up 73%. Now, I don't really know why GE is up 73%, but this is not my opinion video on what I think about GE, because if I look at their performance, their financial, their cash flow, like how much money you actually get in your hand, they've actually been losing more money as of late. But hey, the stock market today does not care, or this year rather, does not care about that. Applied Materials, AMAT, they're up 45%. So definitely take a look at producer manufacturing. There are plenty of great stocks I still think are under the radar in that category. Next here is consumer services. Now, consumer services is I would argue it's a grab bag. It's a variety section of the stock market, because there are a bunch of companies that I wouldn't always necessarily say that they're consumer services, but they are. You've got McDonald's up 8%. I'm kind of meh on that one. They've got Comcast here. I talked about Comcast. It's up 31%. I did an entire breakdown inside of members only on why I bought shares in Comcast. And the interesting thing here is Comcast is really the opposite of Disney. When you really think about it, they're somewhat of the opposite of Disney. They are a cable company. They are a media company because they own NBC. They own Universal as well. They are also a cell phone company. They do a lot of different things. And why they're in the same category as McDonald's, I don't know, because they don't sell food. But the company is doing well. You got Chipotle in here, and they did take a dip recently. You got Marriott in this category as well. And you got one of my favorites. Come in close. One of my favorites that I told y'all about is Booking. BKNG. They're up 50% so far this year. I did an entire breakdown on both this regular here platform and entire members only about why it was undervalued earlier this year. and now you see what I was talking about. Okay, so Booking is the next one that you need to look at as well. The last category here is health technology, but again, you know why I'm pausing here, because Eli Lilly is really dominating the entire health technology space, but it's not the only company. I would say it's probably the best company in that space. But you also have MDT. That one is up about 4%. Not too excited about that one. But you also have ISRG, which is up 12% as well. And you also have consumer durables, which is really larger companies, larger items. I would call this consumer discretionary. So places where, you have more money, you can spend more money. That one is dominated by Tesla, up 101%. Now, do you want to put Tesla in tech? That's totally up to you. But those are some of the best places to invest in right now. However, what about companies that aren't on the radar? Okay, you talked about a lot of great companies that we all know. Some of those could be overvalued. What's off the radar? What's undervalued? That's your question? Check out this video right here.